Let's go. Guys, we're about to start. Welcome to all the new members to the live stream, man. I'm excited to have you guys here, man. And if you guys enjoy these live streams, smash that like button for your boy. I really do appreciate it, guys. It does support the channel. So let's pump up those likes, team. Let's get it. We're about to start shortly. All right. Let's go, team. Let's get it. Hope you guys are doing well, man. I am excited for today, and we're gonna go over a couple of things together, man. And most importantly, actually, in fact, I want to make sure I have my calendar here. Although we are technical traders, we always want to make sure that we are aware of what's going on in the news, because that will always affect as to what could be happening with price. We all know that, right? So we want to make sure that we're always on top. We got Josias in the house. Let's go, Josias. Let's go, bro. Welcome. And guys, I'm excited. We're gonna go over a few things together, man. Today's Wednesday, May the 3rd. We do have some important US news coming out in half an hour. It is the services PMI. So that's something that we do have to keep an eye out as well. We do have FOMC as well at 2 p.m. So lots of news this week, which is crazy. So lots of US news coming out. We do have to trade cautiously, team. It's one of those weeks where you know, you want to just make sure that you're on top of things and you're not just kind of just getting into the markets blindly, right? So yeah, give me 1 second here, team, and we are going to start. Welcome to all the new members that are just joining in, guys. Welcome. If it's your first time here, guys, don't be shy. Introduce yourself. Let me know where you're tuning in from, but let's dive in, guys. Let's not waste any time. So let's start with let's start with gold and see what's going on with gold. So with gold, I don't know if you guys remember, I had mentioned that we saw gold give us some sort of these lower highs and started to kind of form this sort of wedge pattern formation. I said, you know what, if we do happen to break below and we do see that, for example, the dollar gains some strength, we may be anticipating a push to the downside. However, we actually did end up pushing to the upside. We actually broke out, and this was kind of a level that I had in mind, and in fact we actually broke out above this level, so these previous highs, and we did actually end up retesting this level. So overall, what I just see, obviously it's just ranging at this moment. I think it's probably going to react once we get some of the news come out and stuff like that. But I feel like with gold, we may see a continuation to the upside, maybe even retesting these highs above here. So that's something I do have in mind for gold. However, I want to look at, let's take a look here. So let's look at the dollar. What's going on with the dollar here? So Dixie ended up kind of pushing up to these highs and actually breaking out of this wedge. Now, what I see happening here, to be honest, is that it is kind of retesting this wedge. Although it did retest it over here, it's kind of like doing like a more extensive retest here on the 4-hour time frame. But something that we do need to keep in mind is that we may see the dollar actually reject this level, or actually finally give us a push and break these lows. We are on the daily trending below the 200 moving average. If we go to the 4-hour time frame, the 200 moving average is still being respected here. So this is something that we do need to keep our eye on, because the 200 moving average is still respecting this downwards momentum. We got shout out to Josias. Let's go, Josias. We got a Cal in the house. Let's go, guys. We're at 8 likes. Can we get it to 10 likes, guys? If you guys enjoy these live streams, guys, smash that like button for me, and I really do appreciate it, guys. It does support the channel. And in turn, I can continue to create more and more content. As always, guys, you guys know what's good. Okay, so but yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking at for now. Now let's move over to, so the dollar, again, like I said, we may see a little bit, this could be an extensive pullback, where, you know, as long as it doesn't kind of break these highs, we may actually be finally breaking below this low area. We might actually see the dollar give us some weakness here and finally break below these lows, and actually maybe potentially come back up and retest and continue to go down further. If that is the case, you best bet that we're going to see gold not capitulate, but skyrocket from here. And you know, the target area that I may have here, especially if it starts kind of go up, is probably these highs here. If we go down to the 30-minute close just at that area, I'd say if it would have closed a little bit higher, I would have said this would have been a perfect buy opportunity. However, it didn't close above it. Team, we are at 9 likes. Let's get it to 15 likes, team. I know we're capable. But anyways, team, we are stuck in this range. As you guys can see, we are stuck in this range. And so what I'm seeing here is that we may anticipate some sort of a breakout, right? The market, when it's ranging, what do we look for, guys? We look for a breakout to the upside or to the downside with volume, guys, right? So this is something that we do need to keep an eye out. I will keep you guys updated in terms of what I'm anticipating next, but I think you can see over here, gold is rejecting these highs here. So I think we might actually see another leg to the downside here, potentially. So let's look at the 5-minute. Yeah, I mean, lots of indecision at this moment, to be honest. So I would just kind of stay out here with gold, especially before the news. We have some news coming out. So that's something that we just have to be careful, guys. Okay, so let's move on. Let's look at US30. What are we looking at for US30, guys? Give me 1 second here. 1 second here, team. Give me 1 second. Sorry guys, I was just I'm getting updated here, but anyways, Guys, we're at 14 people here live. Awesome, guys. I'm excited to have you guys here. Make sure you guys smash that like button for your boy, man. It does make a huge difference, and I appreciate you all very, very much. You guys know that. Guys, check this out. So we actually ended up pushing to the downside. I was anticipating a pullback down for US30. I was maybe anticipating a continuation. However, you know, these are levels that we always have to mark off, right? So obviously I haven't been a little bit busy, right? So I haven't been checking the charts just recently, but as you guys could see, we actually did see a nice rejection or retest of this level of support over here. So beautiful, beautiful turnout there. And so yeah, basically we could see that price may potentially continue to go down further from here, maybe retesting these lows. I just see overall weakness. So we'll see what happens overall with the dollar too, because we have a lot of US news coming out and stuff. So we do have to be very, very cautious, team. I'm going to, I know we need to get it to 4K. Guys, we're almost at 4,000 subscribers, guys. So if you guys are new to the family, make sure you guys subscribe below. Make sure you guys turn on that little bell icon and make sure you are joined in the family. But what was I going to say? Me and the wife have also been committed to going to the gym. So that's another thing that, you know, I'm starting to get back used to when it comes to that, you know, the good pain that you feel in the muscles, right? The good pain, which is the muscle building pain, right? So but anyways, wanted to just kind of update you guys. We do have some news coming out, so that's kind of what I see here. I'll be honest with you, I'm just going to stay out with US30 and same with NASDAQ, because this could be very, very violent, the next move that may happen. NASDAQ overall, like just technically speaking, what I see, I mean, we see a strong momentum push. I think even we may come back up to this level of supply up here. This is kind of an area that I'm looking at for perfect sell opportunities. If I pull out my indicator here on the 30-minute time frame, you'll probably see it turn green. Look at that, turn green, me without even knowing it, but just because I know that that was an area where we saw that strong push, right? So that's where the strong push came from. So again, this would be a nice push to the downside. So this would be a nice selling opportunity at these highs around this area. So that's something that I do have my eye on. Shout out to Alex. Let's go, Alex. Ical Josias. Let's go, bro. We got to get it to 4,000 subscribers, man. Our family is growing day by day. I appreciate you all very, very much, man. And but yeah, lots of stuff in the works for 2023. Again, I'm really focusing a lot on just giving you guys as much value as possible. I know that a lot of you guys struggle with your trading. A lot of you guys are just starting out. A lot of you guys are new. I want you to know that this community here is always open arms, you know, to help you guys out. I don't want you guys just to think that, you know, it's just what I say, you know what I mean? In that sense, I want you guys to know that I love to hear your opinions. I love to hear your inputs. I love seeing you guys connect with each other. I think that's a big thing. Community is the biggest factor, guys. Having an amazing community that you can come on and say, man, I'm going to go watch Pedro's live. I'm going to go connect in the free group chat that we have on Telegram and ask questions. You know what I mean? That type of stuff just makes it so much better, especially when you're starting out and you're alone in trading. Trading can be lonely, guys. You guys know that. Trading can be very, very lonely, and I don't want you guys to feel that way. You know what I mean? So anyway, sorry, I was going to pull up the Forex Factory on the second tab there, but anyways, we got late man today, interest rate and FOMC. What do you think on gold? I think, to be honest, my personal opinion, again, anything could happen with the markets, but my personal opinion, I think that we may actually see a potential breakout to the upside. We may be coming back up to this level of supply. So this similar move that we saw over here, if I were to grab this here, guys, and again, right, I could be wrong in this, but this is what I think could be happening. Look at my line here, right? So we got from the impulse push over here, and if we grab this exact same impulsive move, it will literally bring us back up to our level of supply. Okay, so this is kind of what I would think or anticipate the market may be doing, guys. That same exact move we saw is the same exact move we may anticipate here. Okay, but yeah, that's really what I see overall for gold for today. We may see a potential breakout. Now what I want to see is on the lower time frames is actually see price give us, okay, a closure above these previous highs. right? And so if I don't get a closure above these previous highs, like I said, you know, we could actually see price either range, or when the news comes out, actually fake out a bunch of people where it might actually come up a little bit high and then pull back, right? And so that is something that we do have to keep in mind. We did have, what is it? Yeah, that's a good point there, Alex, that we did have some space here. So that's another thing too that we have to keep in mind, team. And we can already see even the wick that we got here where it pulled back all the way to 2007. We could actually retest this low once more. And in fact, this area over here, potentially over here where 2003, we've got multiple touch points. We could actually see gold give us a little bit of a fake out here before it gives us the big impulse move to our to our level of supply, right? So again, we're anticipating this big move. We know it could happen. We just have to be very, very cautious because, you know what I mean? Right now at this given time, I'm going to stay on the sidelines, but I'm right here with you guys and I'll keep you guys updated as to what we could see, right? So again, the dollar really depends on what we may see here happen with the dollar, right? If it breaks below this level of demand, then we may anticipate a continuation to the downside. If that is the case, then perfect, right? But again, we do need to realize as well that we are still kind of in this little bit of a sideways kind of, it's just sloppy to be honest, but you can kind of see it's not really, look at my 200 moving average here, just to give you an example on the 1 hour time frame. So let me just clear this off. Let me clear the chart so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. So look at my 200 moving average, right? What is the 200 moving average doing? Look at this. It's just moving sideways, right? So this is what I'm telling you guys, right? It's just kind of stuck in this range area. And while it's still stuck in this kind of range or indecision, right? I don't really see it. It was trending down, but then it kind of came up and then it's coming back down, broke below these highs here, right? There's a lot of indecision in the markets, right? And so, like I said, if we see a closure below these lows here, we may anticipate a continuation to the downside, which would be a beautiful turnout. However, guys, we need to be cautious with what we look at. Anyways, team, we are at 14 people here live, guys. We're at 12 likes. Can we get it to 15 likes, guys? Smash that like button if you enjoy these live streams, guys. I really do appreciate it. Every like, every share. If you grab this live stream and share it on your socials, guys, it's a huge help. And in turn, I can continue to create more and more content, guys, for you guys. So please, please, please. I appreciate all the support, man. I appreciate all the love, man. And yeah, so that's basically it. Now, one thing actually my mentor did teach me, and Alex, that is a good point. One thing my mentor actually did teach me, and he said, you know what? A lot of people try to catch the big move with the news. This is why I'm all relaxed. I'm not worried about it because I'm going to catch after this entire, what's going to happen. We were actually, like I said, I still talk to him every once in a while. And it was funny. He's like, you're making more than me, aren't you? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, man, you're too busy making more money now. I'm like, yeah. So it's just funny anyways. But, and I'm telling him, I'm like, no, it's not what you think. But anyways, long story short, he was telling me one thing. He actually commented me. He said, a lot of people, they try to catch this big move when there's news, right? And he says, and he starts laughing. He's a funny guy. He starts laughing. So then what he says, he's like, typically what happens is, right, people get in, they see the market, the news comes out, boom, buy, or for example, the news comes out, it's boom, sell. You start seeing it melt, people start going crazy, they start selling it, or it starts going up, whatever. Let's say it starts going up, right? It starts going up, and then boom, it melts back down, retests this level, okay? Comes back down to like 2002, 2003, 2000, it doesn't matter. Comes back, pulls back, people are freaking out. They're like, what the heck? I saw this strong impulsive move. And then what he always told me, and it was true, is that more often than not, price will actually do this impulsive move, retrace almost sometimes even 100% or like 80%, and then it continues to go in the direction. So wait for it, let the market do its thing after the news. Once the news settles in, once it kind of stabilizes, more often than not, you'll see that same bigger move after a pullback. So even if you see a big spike impulsive move, wait for that corrective move, because that corrective move, more often than not, it will continue to go in that direction. Now, is that all the time? No, but I'll be honest with you. I've been trading for 5.5 years now, and I've seen it happen quite a few times. So that's something that we do have to keep in mind, team. That does tend to happen. Guys, I see a couple new members joining in. Welcome to the family, guys. Welcome to La Familia. I'm excited to have you guys here, guys. Don't be shy. Comment below. Introduce yourself if you're new to the family, guys. We have people from all over the world. But yeah, that's kind of what I see overall, team. What do you guys think if we do pre-London session? How's your schedule for pre-London if I come later in the evening? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Do you guys prefer me coming in the mornings? Early in the mornings. I know some of you guys are London session. Unfortunately, London session is really hard for me because I have to literally here in Canada and Ontario, we are, New York time. So London session is like 2-3 in the morning. Sometimes I do it. Sometimes I do come on here and support you guys. But you know how it is. Anyways, guys, I'm going to let me know what pairs you guys are looking at as well, guys. Hey, we got MJTV. I'm Moses from Ghana. Welcome, my man. Welcome, Moses. Welcome to the family. We got Elite Man. Pre-London morning is for me. So you got between 1991. Yeah, I saw that too. Anyway, so let's move on. We'll come back. We'll reference to this, guys. Take a look at this GBP odd. We were down here. Remember I told you guys, I'm like, we know it could potentially go up. I already knew that it was going to potentially go up. However, you got to be very, very cautious when you're trading back pullbacks, right? I mean, you just got to know what is your risk, right? What are you risking, right? And then you just kind of base your analysis off that, right? Knowing that, I'm risking this amount, I'm willing to lose 20 pips. Okay, perfect. As long as you know your risk, you're good. Team, we're at 15 likes. Let's get it to 20 likes, guys. Let's go. Let's get it to 20 likes. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'm going to make myself a matcha tea. But yeah, guys, I highly recommend. I know that Josias was asking about it too, man. If you guys want, if you don't drink coffee, or who drinks coffee here, man? Let me know in the comments below who drinks coffee and who drinks tea. I personally drink tea. I really don't like coffee. But I've heard coffee is good too. If you have black coffee just as it is, it's healthy too. It's a healthy alternative. But I personally like my matcha tea. I like matcha tea because it's healthy, guys. It's really healthy, and I want you guys to also be healthy. So if you guys haven't heard about matcha tea, make sure you guys check out matcha tea. I'm not advertising matcha. I'm just a huge fan of matcha. It's actually made in Japan. You can buy all brands and types of matcha, but it's really, really healthy for you. And one of the biggest things that is important, guys, is to keep your body healthy, right? In a healthy state. Have a clear mind, right? When I trade, I like to do intermittent fasting. I do it for health reasons. I'm Christian. My background's Christian. You guys know that. Obviously, I know it's biblical as well too. It talks about, I think in the Bible, it is something that it helps you, your body heal itself. And scientifically, they've actually proven that intermittent fasting is actually good for you guys. Or for our bodies, right? It repairs it. You reach a point when you're fasting, your body's fasting. It actually uses your fat storage as a source of energy, right? So I've learned this stuff because I used to weigh 260 pounds. So I've actually lost a lot of weight. I lost over 50 pounds for my wedding last year, gained it back up because we went to Mexico back in August, and we got back from Mexico just 2 weeks ago. So, but I didn't gain it all the way back. I'm at 230 pounds now. But my goal is we're going to Nicaragua actually in August again. We're traveling to Nicaragua. But my goal is to lose 190. Again, this same amount of discipline that I have with my fasting, with my, I wouldn't say diet, but it's a lifestyle, is the same amount of discipline you have to have in trading, right? You're not going to see the results. If I break my fast, if I eat something at 10 at night, I'm breaking my rules here. You know what I mean? I'm not going to see the results. I'm not going to reap the rewards from that, right? So let's go. What do we got? Oh yeah, we got MJT. Let's go, bro. We got Alex, just tea. Coffee gives me palpitations, aggravates, and my anxiety. Laugh out loud. Hey, you know what, bro? You're not the only one. So don't worry. I don't like energy drinks either too, because energy drinks gets my heart beating like crazy. So yeah, I don't really like it. Not that, you know what I mean, but it's just the same thing. Some people just can't tolerate high caffeine intake, right? But Anyways, so yeah, that's GBP odd. Let's go to EURUSD. Actually, let me do my T first, guys, and then I'll come back because this is a look at this complete mess. Anyways, let me clear this off because it's just all choppy in there or whatever. But actually, let's leave it on gold. Let's see what's going on with gold. We'll leave it on gold and see what's going on. I'm literally just gonna go do the T. I will be right back, guys. We've got lots of time together. Okay, don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. I'm literally just give me 10 minutes. Okay, I'm just gonna make myself a matcha tea. All right, guys, I'm back. Thank you so much for your patience. Okay, so let's kind of continue on and see what's going on. So, like I said, with gold, we might actually see gold give us some sort of a short-term retracement here. We are seeing bearishness here. We do have, I believe we had the news come out. We had it at 10. That was news. The next, yeah, it's 10 a.m. So I think personally, I think gold may give us a little bit of a push to the downside, but it is still stuck in this range. So overall, nothing too major here. Dixie ended up actually pushing down lower to this level of demand. So we may actually see Dixie give us some sort of a potential push to the upside. Could be. There's still no confirmation for that though. So probably gonna wait it out. Let's move on. Let's focus on other pairs for now, and then we'll kind of reference back to gold and everything. So what are we looking at here for GBPUSD GU? MJ time frame. So the time frames, you'll see the stamps there. So check this out. So I've actually watermarked it for you guys. So you guys could always, whatever pair I'm looking at, you can always see here. This is the 30-minute time frame. Okay. And the pair that I'm trading, you'll be able to see the information right there. So every single pair that I have, I've done that for you guys. It took me a while to get used to it. But I'm already used to it now. So okay, so let's continue on here, team. Let's look at GU, and then we're gonna go from there. So GU, we've actually kind of retested back this level. We actually saw an impulse here with the news. If we go back up to the 4-hour time frame, this is important to understand. You guys always know I always like to look at the bigger picture because this helps us understand the direction of the market. Now, what I see here, I think GU might actually be giving us longer term, maybe a potential push to the upside. It is kind of forming some sort of a potential like ascending wedge pattern formation. You could see that every time price came to these highs, we saw rejection. We did, however, get a little bit of a fake out here-ish on the 4-hour time frame. However, what I do see is that we are getting higher lows here, right? These are higher lows, but we're not creating higher highs at this point. So this could be forming some sort of an ascending wedge pattern formation, which one or two things could happen. We could actually finally see a potential breakout to the upside and then see a nice clean push to the upside like that. Let's move up to the daily just to kind of understand where we're at here. Yeah, so yeah, look at this. So this daily looks much cleaner, right? So we may actually see another push to the upside from here for GU, and like I said, maybe give us an impulse move here, and then maybe at this level of demand give us a push back down, right? So but short term wise, I think we may give us a strong impulse retest. This was a fake out on the daily. You could clearly see that price tried to impulse up, unfortunately it pushed back down, right? So it is trying to retest this once more. Now if we do see rejections of these highs where it's currently at right now, then we would be looking at selling opportunities in this case. But really, I don't really see that at this time. Oh, FOMC, we have FOMC at 2 p.m. FOMC. Just give me 1 second here, team. Okay, give me 1 second here, team. I'm just going to update something here. What pairs are you guys looking at trading? Let me know what pairs you guys are looking at, team. MJ, we are not buying anything at the moment or selling, so I'm just gonna staying on the sidelines for now. Got the matcha tea, guys. You guys know what's good. Okay, so let's move on here. We were looking, so like I said, GU, we may actually see an impulse. So let's say if this 4 hour closes above these highs, there's a good chance that we may see a continuation to the upside. Obviously with GU, you guys know how correlated it is with the dollar, right? So if we see, for example, the dollar weaken, then in this case, we may see GU give us a nice push to the upside. Now, what I would like to see, at least a 30-minute or 1 hour close above these previous highs. That would be, you know, a nice kind of confirmation that maybe we might be breaking above. However, I really don't see that at this given time. So we'll come back. We'll reference back to this. Let's move over to GBP odd. So GBP odd, what are we looking at, team? So GBP odd, we can see that overall we were anticipating that pull back up, and look at my analysis. You guys could see price went exactly as anticipated to the upside. So beautiful, beautiful move. In fact, had I would have bought from here, we would be up right now over 169 pips. Even if you would have just risked, like, let's say, how much would have been your risk just a tad bit below here? 33 pips, man. That would have been a beautiful buy opportunity right there. Anyways, I did tell you guys that, hey, you know what? I'm looking at price pulling back up to this level around here, 145 pips for GBP odd. However, we are starting to see some sort of rejection. So I think if I get a bearish candle here on the right for GBP odd, we may be looking for nice short opportunities. However, it is holding its support at the 200 moving average. So I am going to keep an eye out on that. I want to see a break. I want to see rejection. You know, kind of see what price is telling us, because we do have to realize something too, team. The trend is your friend, and that's something it sounds very overrated and stuff, but it's true, right? If the trend is trending up like this, right, and we know that the overall kind of sentiment and direction is to the upside, right? I don't personally want to be looking to short, even though we know that these pullbacks are short term. I don't want to be shorting these pullbacks because I don't know how far this short-term pullback could be, right? Or I don't know how short-lived it could be, right? So look at this, price pulled back here. If I get in on a pullback thinking, yeah, maybe it'll retest this low once more before it goes higher, look what would have happened. I would have been faked out. Anyways, we had this strong push here, right? But this is what I'm talking about, right? So if I start shorting here saying, well, you know, price is starting to pull back, I'm going to look for shorts. You know, what are the chances, right? We don't know if it's just going to come back up like this and then give us a huge impulse move, right? So it's best to go with the trend. So if the trend, especially on the 4 hour time frame, is to the upside, I'm mainly looking for long opportunities, right? Similar to what we caught over here. This was a nice long opportunity that we took. Price ended up going in our favor as well. So anyways, right now we're going to wait it out and see what happens with these candles here on the lower time frame. I need to see some sort of a bearish price action happen, or maybe even go up a little bit higher to our level of supply. Maybe we'll see a push back down. But right now I'm just going to stay out. For EURUSD, similar enough. EURUSD, you know, it's kind of just stuck in this range. You can see it very, very clear on the 4 hour time frame. There's a lot of indecision. But overall, we are in an upwards trend. If we go up to the daily time frame, we can see that we are kind of starting to trend to the upside. So I do have my eye on EURUSD longs. However, we don't be surprised, because right now technically we're not really trending still. We're still kind of starting to form some sort of a sideways range. Don't be surprised if we actually come back down here outside of this little range that's here. We might actually break down below and kind of like retest this this level of demand down here before it ends up continuing to go higher, right? So keep that in mind, team. That is a possibility. Welcome to all the new members that are tuning in. I see a couple new family members, guys. Make sure you guys join in our free Telegram group, guys. I'm going to put the link here in the chat box to join in our free Telegram group. We have an amazing community on there, guys. So I'm just going to paste the link there. That is there for you guys. Guys, we're at 20 likes. 20 likes. Can we get it to 25 likes, team? Let's go. Okay. So AUDUSD, what are we looking here for AUDUSD? So AUDUSD, we are still stuck in this sideways kind of range. I did, since yesterday, you guys could see here, May 1st, yesterday or Monday, I said, hey, it's going to pull back up and then give us a pullback. Look at this, price went exactly as expected. If you look at my analysis, look at the analysis from here. I said, hey, it's retesting this area. We might hold it as support. Then we had a boom, huge impulse. Now we're retesting. Look at my analysis, huge impulse, and then a retest, right? So price is literally doing what I anticipated at this area. So this is something that we do have to keep in mind, team. Could happen. So we may actually see it go to the upside. However, we are still kind of in this range. You can see on the 4-hour time frame, we are kind of trending within these lines here. So I mean, it could come back up to this level supply. I think that would be kind of my next target here for AUDUSD, the 4-hour time frame. Let's go down to the 1 hour. Let's see, what are we looking at here? Yeah, so I mean, we may be looking at nice buying opportunities here for AUDUSD. Even if you pull, like, let's say my fib here from the push from, let's say, from the highs to the lows, from the lows to the highs, sorry, it is holding off at this 0.618 and 0.50 level structure. This could be a nice buy opportunity here for AUDUSD. High 48 pips, 75 pips, even more. Okay, so let's move on, team. Let's focus on other opportunities here. Okay, let's focus on other trade setups, and let's take a look at USDJPY. What are we looking at USDJPY, team? USDJPY, we are looking at. Give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second here. Give me 1 second here, team. Okay. So USDJPY, we saw a strong impulsive move over here. So look at this. So wow. So look at my analysis. So I knew that it was going to pull back. Look at my analysis here. Then we got a nice pullback rejection of our level of what do you call it? Level of supply. And literally it ended, wow, man, it ended up going over 241 pips in our favor, guys, just like that. Can you see that? Beautiful. I literally told you guys we were looking at sells from here, and it went over 241 pips to the downside, guys. Anyways, so let's move on. No problem. We just kind of move on. There's always opportunities in the markets. What are we looking at for next for USDJPY? I think it's still going to do what I thought it was going to do. So I think it may actually maybe come down a little bit lower. Could be a possibility. Actually might come down all the way down to this level of demand over here before we see a potential impulse to the upside. If we go up to the daily, we could see that, you know, this is kind of a huge rejection zone, which was kind of what I was anticipating. And this is why I was anticipating a pullback down for USDJPY. And if we look at it, it is kind of forming this kind of ascending wedge-ish pattern formation. So we may still have a little bit more room to the downside for USDJPY, probably coming down to these lows over here. And then we might finally see a break to the upside, or it could be to the upside, right? So I'm not saying it's going to go to the upside, but this gives you an idea as to what we may anticipate, right? Especially we are rejecting the 200 moving average on the daily, which is quite significant. And this is a huge area of supply, major area of supply over here. So we can understand that this is the area that price most likely was going to react at. Guys, let me know if you have any questions as well, team. You know, beautiful, beautiful rejection. I literally sent this in the live stream on Monday. I told you guys that we were looking at a rejection of this level of supply, and price ended up going down over 241 pips. So had you have listened to when I told you guys to sell here, you would be up over 241 pips, guys, in our favor. So beautiful, beautiful turnout. Again, I wouldn't be buying. It's like trying to catch a falling knife, right? You don't want to just be buying, not knowing, just saying, hey, it's a big impulse back down, I'm just going to buy it now. No, as traders, we want to have a strategic approach when it comes to the markets. We want to focus on highest probable setups only. And so yeah, that's what we really want to focus on. Team, we're at 20 likes. Can we get it to let's get it to 25 likes, team. Man, 20, that's crazy. 241 pips. Imagine if you would have done just one full lot, that would have been over $2,400 just like that in one trade. Okay. And anyways, that was a beautiful turnout overall. And let's take a look at EURUSD. EURUSD, like I said, it's kind of stuck in this range. We'll see what ends up happening. I will keep you guys updated as always. And I just think it is stuck in this kind of range. So as of right now, could we see a rejection back down? Could be a possibility. Remember, we always want to look at the bigger picture, like the daily time frame. This is a major level area. However, to be honest, the way things are looking, we could see it either come back down to this level of demand, okay, and then give us an impulse to the upside, or it might just break above these highs, because it is looking, the daily is looking bullish, okay. Now the 4 hour as well does look pretty bullish. However, we could see some sort of a correction. 1 hour is also looking pretty bullish. So like I said, if we were to at least just kind of like, I'd say a closure above these highs here, we start looking for potential buy setups, or even above this high here. Not this huge fake out area, but I would focus more on this area over here. If we close above this area, then we're looking for buying opportunities. I'd like to see at least a 1 hour close with a strong momentum push for EURUSD. Otherwise, I wouldn't buy it, because we don't know that if it's going to probably create one wick here or like one candle here and then give us a push to the downside, right? So we don't know, but the best thing we could do is kind of work with what we have. Welcome to everyone that's new, all the new members that are just tuning in, man. Welcome to everyone that's just subscribing to the family, man. Welcome to La Familia. I'm excited to have you guys here. Also, make sure you guys tune in on our free Telegram group, guys. We have an amazing community on there. Make sure you subscribe below. Make sure you're tuned in, connected, and connect with all of our community. We have a huge family that we are a part of, and I'm proud of what we've been able to establish, team. So let's take a look at EURUSD. I haven't looked at EURUSD in a while, and I want to take a look at it with you guys. So EURUSD, funny enough, we were looking at a sell zone below this level, and in fact it literally retested it, but it never broke below that level. This is what happens with a lot of people. They say, well, it's coming to this huge resistance area, we're going to see a sell from here, right? In fact, no. This is why you have to understand the bigger picture, and you have to be disciplined and say, nope, I'm only looking for sell opportunities below this level. This is why I had sell setups below this level, and I had, if you look at my alert, that dotted line, what does it say there? EURUSD crossing sell zone, right? So I was waiting for a closure below that area. Did it happen? No. This is why I set my alerts, because I plan my trades, right? This is planning your trades ahead and being ahead of, you know, the game. So yeah, so that's basically what we saw. We actually ended up touching it, but we didn't end up closing below it. So I stuck to my rules. That was part of my rules. I'm like, I'm not going to get in unless it actually closed below this area, and it didn't. So perfect. So on to the next. What are we looking at? We're seeing price kind of retest here. Let's go back up to the daily. I want to look at kind of the overall kind of sentiment here. So let's go back up to the weekly, because this is really important to understand. We don't have to do it all the time, but at least this kind of gives us an understanding as to what we're looking at. So weekly levels were pretty much, it almost peaked at the highs that I had pointed out here. So this is the high here. So I mean, could we see it pull back? I think we're going to see a pullback in continuation to the upside. This is just my overall sentiment. This is what I'm thinking is going to happen. There's no 100%, you guys know that, but I think that the trend is your friend, and we can understand that on the daily we are creating higher lows, right? And so what we may anticipate is potential retest and continuation. So this is actually a good opportunity to look for buys once it actually comes down to this level. So let's go down to the smaller time frame, like let's say the 1 hour time frame, and we may be looking for buying opportunities very, very soon. I mean, if I pull my Fibonacci from the lows to the highs, and you can see from wick to wick, we're coming to our golden zone. And not only that, we are starting to see a potential beautiful turnout here. So this could be a beautiful buying opportunity as well, because we have our 200 moving average. Price is literally going to the upside, creating higher lows. Not only that, we are seeing it come to prices slowly pulling back into our golden zone, which is our 0.50 and 0.618 level structure. If I were to set some buys here, let's say I target above, let's say this area here, that's over 230, wow, 231 pips. That's crazy. So lots of move. Let's say even if I target these highs at 263 pips, yeah, 263 pips. Let's see here. And then let's say I target, let's say I do a 35 pip stop, right? And let's say it comes to our golden zone. I'm going to wait for it to come to our golden zone. I'm going to send an alert, by the way. And I'm just going to target these highs. I don't need to even target these highs. Let's say it comes here, comes this level, buy it, and then I target these highs. That's 132 pips. Just that small little move right there, right? So we can kind of zoom in here a little bit. I'm going to set my alert for when price comes to at least my point. Let's say just the safe bet, I would say 0.618. Okay, I'm going to set an alert here, add alert, crossing our buy zone. Buy zone. Okay. Buy zone. Perfect. Team, we're at 20 likes. Let's get it to 25 likes. Also, if you guys are new, man, introduce yourself. Don't be shy, guys. Don't hide behind the screen. Let me know. Let me know where you're tuning in from, guys. What country you're joining in from, guys. We have people from all over the world. And like I said, connect. Don't be shy. Get involved. Ask questions, guys. And make sure you guys tune in our free Telegram group, Blessed Traders Academy. It's absolutely free to join. And if you guys are also wondering, I know a lot of people do reach out to me and they ask me what broker I use. This is actually the link to my personal broker. So I'll put it right there. They are regulated. Again, you don't have to go with my broker necessarily, but I know a lot of you guys wonder which one I use and which one I trust. I definitely do trust Blueberry Markets. They are a regulated broker. They're Australian. There is a sign up bonus if you go with my link. If you sign up with my link, you take advantage of the sign up bonus as well. But anyways, at the end of the day, the most important thing I always tell all of the family members is make sure you guys have a regulated broker. That's one of the biggest things when it comes to starting out starting on the right foot. Let's put it that way. Not saying that an unregulated broker is bad, team. I'm just saying that you want to kind of stay away from them because you'll have problems like withdrawing money. You'll have a lot of manipulation in the markets, higher spreads, etc., etc., etc. And honestly, I've heard horror stories, right? So I don't want you guys to go through that. I want you guys to avoid the mistakes I went through. So yeah. We got Moses. Let's go, Moses. Let's go from Ghana. Let's get it, man. Welcome you. Let's go. We got lots of amazing people here, man. Give me 1 second, team. Just give me 1 second here. Almost done here, team. Sorry about that. I just got a call. I'm working on this call here. All right, team. So we have, so this is anyways, this is a great example. Thank you so much for waiting, by the way, guys. I had like 2 phone calls pile up at the same time. Wasn't really expecting that. So, but either way, guys, I really do appreciate your patience, guys, for waiting for me. I think I might come on. What do you guys think if we come on live later tonight? In the evening, we do some sort of a live stream. I know a lot of you guys do like the pre-London session live streams. I do. Do you guys find yourself coming on earlier, like around like 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, like New York time? Or do you find yourself coming on live, or like not coming on live, but like coming on the charts more like later, like 9:30, 10? Let me know in the chat box below, guys, if you guys do want me to come on in the evenings. I know that a lot of you guys do like it, but sometimes, you know, I don't know, right? Some people, they come in earlier, some people stay pre-London session, right? So either way, take a look at this. This was my analysis I actually shared with one of my one-on-one students that I have. And I shared this with them and I said, hey, I'll be honest with you. People think that because it came up to this high here, we're going to see a rejection, right? Again, I did not anticipate that. I knew that it was still going to come up a little bit higher and then slowly give us a push back down, right? So I knew that this was going to happen. Obviously, I'm not like a genie or anything like that, but I knew that this was kind of the overall anticipation, the overall kind of outlook for price. The reason why I saw that was because typically when we see a strong impulse like this, yes, you can see some sort of a pullback, but you know, when I look to the left, and I'll give you an example. Let's say, what example? I think I gave my student an example. I think it was, yeah, it was like over here. Look at this left part of the shoulder, like the head and shoulders here, right? So we saw a huge impulse, right? Then we saw a little bit of a correction, but we still continued to go higher. But I think there's a better example here. Let's see here. There's a better example. I think it's here. Yeah, this was one of the examples I gave him. I said, well, look, price is coming up here. You have a strong impulse move. Then people think, okay, we're going to start shorting. No, look what price ended up going. Price ended up still going to the upside slowly, but it still ended up going to the upside. Then it gave us a corrective move, right? So we actually ended up going from here, right, all the way up here over 150 pips, right? So this is the same thing I told my student. I said, this is what price most likely will do. I'm not looking for sells, right? Most people say, okay, now we wait for a pullback. No, you got to know why the market's moving this way. And yes, it came to a level where price, you know, typically kind of, you know, would react to, but this was not a level of supply. At least in my books, this was not a level of supply. Why, Pedro? Why is this not a level of supply? Well, because when price came up to this level, yes, it was a ceiling, it was a resistance area. However, it was an area where price still struggled to actually break above and even break below until it finally broke below. Right? So a level of supply is when price comes up to a certain area and you see pretty much a most instant rejection and a strong impulse to the downside, right? So this is why I was like, you know what? I may be looking at sells, but I still think that we may see a push to the upside because it actually closed above. So if I actually zoom in, and you could look, my analysis was to the T. Yes, it went a little bit higher, okay? But you could see that my overall outlook or analysis was that, hey, price is going to still go up higher, maybe give us a pullback, and then give us a push back down. If you look at this, guys, I noticed that this over here, we had a closure. Sorry, because this is kind of a little bit messy now, but we had a closure, okay? This impulse right here, okay, above the previous high over here. So that to me was telling me that, hey, you know what? We might see an impulse still move here, maybe get a pullback, but still continue to go a little bit higher. Okay. And so this is why I knew that we weren't looking for sell opportunities just yet. We had closed above the previous highs. We also came and looked at in the past and we noticed, hey, you know what? Price kind of actually stalled out here, right? It didn't actually just reject all the way, right? So anyways, long story short, beautiful, beautiful setup. Price ended up going in our favor in terms of the direction of the market. Again, we caught beautiful buys here as well. We were only looking to this level high, but price ended up going well beyond over like 300 pips in our direction. So again, it's coming to this level now. It's pulled back exactly as anticipated. If you look at my analysis, it's those black lines you can see here. Strong momentum push, right? pushing back up a little bit higher, retracing back, giving us a more extensive pullback, and then potentially going up higher. So now I do think that yes, it's going to still fall through with what was going to happen for the market. I'm going to go up to the higher time frames, like the 1 hour time frame, to kind of really see what's going on here. So in reality, we've kind of pushed back in, right? So I kind of want to wait and see what ends up happening here. If it's going to stall out or hold some level support, I don't want to catch a falling knife. Okay, team, we don't want to be catching falling knives here. We don't want to try and guess or predict where the buys could be. As traders, we need to be smart with when we take in our entries. When we get in a trade, we want to focus on only highest probable setups, guys. And I teach this all the time in my live streams and all of my videos, guys. I literally teach you guys how to catch these trades. Guys, this is over a 300 pip move. You know what I mean? We literally have this in our other pairs. AUD/USD. What was it? Yeah, AUD/USD. Beautiful setup there. Look at wasn't EURUSD, was it EURUSDJPY? Similar move, right? So there's so many other moves that we've caught together that has gone in our favor, right? So look at this. We're seeing an ascending wedge here for GU. So anyways, guys, I'll keep you guys in the loop. As of right now, CAD/JPY, I'm not going to enter anything. I need to see it kind of stall out, give me some sort of a consolidation, some sort of a range. I need to see price exhaust after a strong move like this, after a strong corrective move like this. So I'll just wait and see what ends up happening. I'll keep you guys in the loop. Guys, if you haven't subscribed already, I don't know what you're doing, guys. You're missing out on a ton of value. I will be coming on later this evening, probably later at night, I'll be honest with you, around like 9:30. So the best way to know when I'm live is to just be subscribed and join the family, but also make sure you have that little bell icon and click all notifications. That way you don't miss out on any single video I pull up. If you're new, make yourself at home, guys. Also, check out my channel. Check out the rest of the videos I have. I have most popular uploads. You'll be able to see all the videos that I have in there as well. So if you're new and you're just starting out, trying to learn, get a feel for the markets, make sure you watch my other videos, guys, because I'm telling you, I dropped some heavy sauce there for you guys. And I appreciate you all very, very much, guys. Thank you so much, guys. I'll keep you guys in the loop. I'll see you later tonight. Thank you, guys. And until next time, bye for now.